just basically the opening that we say at the beginning of every prayer. So this is my Quran, and has a nice placement holder here. I got this when I took my Shahada. And Surah Al-Fatiha is, I'll tell you like how we say it, and then I'll read the translation, okay? I'll do this and then I'll address your comments. So we always start by praying. You say, like, you go like this, you go Allahu Akbar, and then you put your right hand over your left, and then you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim, Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. And then, so that's the opening, and that means, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise and thanks are Allah's, the Lord of the mankind, jinn, and all that exists, the most gracious, the most merciful, the only owner and the only ruling judge of the day of recompense. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help for each and everything. Guide us to the straight way, the way of those on whom you have bestowed your grace, not the way of those who earned your anger, nor of those who went astray. I'll be as sweet as pie tomorrow. Oh, you know it. You know I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you, and you're gonna eat it up, and you're gonna watch me. And then after that, you say Allahu Akbar, and then you bend with your hands on your knees and looking to the ground, and you say Subhana. I'm like nervous, so I can't think. Never mind. I really can't think. Subhana Rabbiyal Adim, Subhana Rabbiyal Adim, Subhana Rabbiyal Adim. And then and then we come up and we say, I'm too nervous, I can't.
Chantal, I want more. Salah. Seriously? No.
I want more.
Seriously? No.
So I was like, seriously? No.
So you're full, babe?
Am I full? Not really. But I've had enough.
How is she not embarrassed? She is an absolute unit. I love how she acts like people want her food videos, when really she just wants her fast food binge. She's back to wood chipping those fries. Of course she wants more. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Legit? What do you mean my sodium level is elevated? I just know they'll have to have fast food again today because she didn't get her fix with Cane's. It's too bad he can't go in the gym with her. That's the only way she would actually do anything there. Looks like she's back to her old ways. Well, at least someone is telling her no, I guess. The whole time she just wanted to eat and was getting less performative and descriptive, and he kept trying to make it get her back on track by correcting placement and showing chicken. Lol. Why would she leave this in? It has to be to start drama. And yet she claimed to have lost weight. Where? You keep stuffing your face with fast food. I've had enough. Then dives back in with two hands. Their food is so heavy I always felt sick after eating it. She pushed a minimum of 3 fries into her mouth, conveyor belt style, hardly chewing, but also not swallowing, and kinda just held them in her mouth while she yapped and proceeded to add 2 to 3 more fries to the fry pile in her mouth before she finally swallowed. I really hope he has a life insurance policy on her. That would improve his pathetic attempt at being a con man. I was hoping this too, but in reality, who the hell would ensure that? Surely she'd have to pass a health test. She would eat three more of those, including Salah sandwich, and still not be satisfied. I was deceased. Classic food addict behavior. Don't believe we are full until we are bloated and it hurts and it takes so much more sugar to get that dopamine to hit. She hasn't gotten that high yet. Oof, that was tough to stomach. Might I suggest an après dinner salad it what? I want to love like me looking at me like you are for real hungry, you bottomless pit. But then I remember you pay my bill, so I decide to keep my trap shut. Now that's amore. The meal isn't over when I'm full. The meal is over when I hate myself. Louis C.K., but most definitely applies to Chantal. The way she defiantly stares at him while eating her last few fries says it all. That's embarrassing. Am I full? Laughing my ass off. Yeah, I agree with her. Why would he even ask, I mean. This is mortifying. It would be for someone with dignity, but this is Chantal. Rolling on the floor laughing, you can tell she's furious and wants more. You know she ordered a double meal to go. She got that Ramadan family special to go. She filmed all three pictures of it. He's disgusted. Lol. Good for Salah. No, that was wrong of him. I can't stand her. But he had no right to do that, and she is probably paying for the meal. Nobody is telling me I can have more food. Fuck that. But it's a problem when we do it. You can hear how aggravated he is. She sits there and pouts like a child while gobbling the rest of her food. She pouts she can have more food. There's no diet. Someone of her size who starts dieting appropriately will have a decent weight loss to start off with the water weight falling off. Her fingers, body, and face are still swollen. Somebody is lying. You could just see her holding back through that whole video. You know she wanted triple the amount of food and to be home to eat in a sloppy frenzy. Oh, I'm sure they had discussions. There were so many jump cuts. Her saying, "Ew, it's messy," had my eyes rolling out of my head. Like, when has that ever been a problem for her? You are the embodiment of messy, Chantal. Stop it. She wanted that Ramadan family bundle. Yes, she looked miserable. Not her usual joy she has when stuffing her face. She looked miserable and forced most of the recent videos like the love documentary and Q&As. Glad she's living the life she deserves. She wants to take her food, her nest away from everyone and tear it apart. She wasn't joking at all. She was still hungry after all that. That's not hunger. She has an unfillable void in her soul. She can never eat enough to fill it. Well, I guess this proves he wasn't a viewer before they started talking. We know how she can eat. That wink when she said no more makes me think she really means yes. Oh my god, that's scary. I was going to ask how the hell she could put on weight when she's fasting for 14 hours a day during Ramadan, but after seeing this, I get it. Ma'am, she's never been told no before. There's no shame. And what makes me even more mad about this is the fact that she's paying for that meal. She is disgusting. All fast foods are GMOs except chickens and fish. She is intentionally getting herself bigger so the Canadian immigration and Kuwait government will make her have hard time deporting her. Keep eating, cheeks. One day you are going to wish you didn't eat so much. Wow, I'm not full, but I've had enough. She sure shovels. They're sitting together like they are strangers. They're not even having a conversation. I'm sure it's like that 24/7. That's because they are strangers. For real, Salah's mic was hooked up too and he barely said a word. He only speaks when they rehearse what he's going to say. True love. I'm sorry, but how is acting all surprised now? He's seen her eat for months now. This meal wasn't even close to as big as other meals she's had regularly in front of him. I suspect they've already eaten before this one that evening. Please, sir, may I have some more? I actually believe that she didn't want more of this. Watching the mukbang, she was very clearly unimpressed with the food. My guess is that it didn't taste as processed as Burger King's chicken. I bet she begged him for Burger King or McDonald's in the car after the camera was turned off. It looked to me that she had a double order of fries. She so wanted him to get her more food.